All right, everyone. Founders Day Toast 2023. Uh, Deacon, take it away when you're ready.
Sorry, I lost my light. All right, so I'm just going to kind of speak from what I know. So my name is Deacon Richard. I'm the president of the Deltasigs chapter, and I joined in fall of 21. And my main reason for joining was I wanted to get more involved on campus because I was really involved in high school, and I wanted to make connections within the college business here at McNeese. And I figured out the way to do that was to get involved. And we had some brothers come talk to our class. And that really kind of opened my eyes to, wow, this is a good way for me to get involved. And I never thought that it would have led to what it has today for me. And I've gotten a lot out of being a brother on the local level, but my eyes were really open when I started going to national events, specifically when I went to GCC in Cleveland last summer. It was really eye-opening just seeing how many brothers are all around the country and how many connections that you can really make. But yeah, I'm just thankful for everything that Deltasig has given to me. And without our founders 116 years ago, that wouldn't be possible. And just to see how much we've grown as a fraternity and how people from different backgrounds have all come together to make this organization what it is today. We're very, very thankful for that. We wouldn't be here. Cody Jr. wouldn't be here. So, but yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Hey, Deacon. How is Cody Jr. and how's he feeling about Founders Day, if he has any?
Oh, I think he's feeling pretty good about it. He had a great time in Denver. He got to meet a lot of people, so it was a it's a pretty cool experience. I don't know if he's liking the heat as much down here in Lake Charles, but
One question is it going to be hard for the Frag Brothers to get him back after this
absolutely,
year?
absolutely, absolutely.
Oh Lord.
We've got a pretty tight hold on him.
Duly noted, brother. Alyssa, all yours.
Perfect, thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Alyssa Ruiz, and I serve as the current president of the Epsilon Tau chapter at the University of Dayton. It's an honor to toast alongside Deacon and I and to be with all of you over Zoom. A little bit about myself is that I pledged during my sophomore year in spring 2022, and it was a super transformative decision, one that really altered the trajectory of my academic and professional pursuits, giving me confidence within myself, in and outside the classroom and job and career as well. As a senior now, I can tell that within this fraternity, I have found ample opportunities to learn, to grow, and connect with others who share a common vision of success and service. I'd like to quickly shout out my chapter as we are continuously showing the power of brotherhood through our recent successes. And I believe some joined the call tonight, but if not, my mom is here watching me. So thank you, Mom, for joining. As a whole, though, Delta Sigma Pi has crafted a space that nurtures our ambitions and purpose. We have created an environment where ideas flourish and where each member is encouraged to push the boundaries of the members before them and the boundaries of what they believe is possible. I want to say a quote that can be applied in and outside of the DSP area. The benefits you will receive will only be in proportion to the time and effort you devote to it. I love this quote. And each of us stands as a testament to the dedication and hard work we have poured into Delta Sigma Pi, and the rewards we are reaping from it day in and day out are direct proof of our collective commitment. So let us raise our glasses tonight. Mine is filled with apple juice because it's a Tuesday night in college, but let's toast to the founders who had the vision to create this fraternity, to the leaders who have continued the founders' ideals throughout the years, and to each and every member on and off this call, who contribute to the legacy of Delta Sigma Pi. Happy 116th. Woo.
Alyssa, you're awesome. Thank you thank you so much.
Of
And happy
course.
60th to the chapter at Dayton, of course.
Yes. Thank you for having me talk.
All right, I got brother Tatum on the line, so let me get him rigged up. And before he starts talking, I want you guys to let me know, can you hear him? Uh, hey, brother Tatum, say something real quick. Hold on, hold on. Let me get the audio straight. You guys, you guys couldn't hear him at all. You guys couldn't hear him well. All right.
It was breaking up pretty much.
Let me try something. Hey, brother Tatum, try saying something now.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for Founders Day. Inviting me to found. That'd be a real one thing. I've had called all of the United States, and we've had a fan take over.
Yeah. All right, they can. Yeah, the audio's not so great. Kind of decent, guys.
What? I'm sorry.
Was the audio good or just decent? Not so great. All right. One more thing I can try. Give me one sec. All right, I'm gonna try one more thing. Let me know if you can hear him. All right, brother Tatum, try now. All right, the hospital background's really breaking up, so he's gonna tell me, and then I'm just gonna relay it back to you guys. Okay? All right. Can you guys hear me? You guys hear me? All right. All right, brother Tatum, just tell me what you want me to say. I want to thank everyone for joining this conversation tonight. He's sad that he can't be here with us, but he's had a lot of medical problems today, but he'll be just fine, he assures us. This is a fine, great organization that we've all joined. He's happy to be a member. He's been one for over 60 years. He's seen it be almost down to nothing to be the great group and fraternity that we are today. He wants to encourage all the alumni to be a member of their local alumni chapters, and if they aren't a member of their local alumni chapter, to get active. For those that don't have one near them, try to get one started. And for those that just can't, find ways to stay active for the duration of their lifetime, whether this be in small groups or going to national conferences. He's happy to see the next generation taking over. taking over the lead and keeping the organization great. He's happy to see so many collegiates on the line today, as they are the future of the organization, and they're moving us forward in a way that is going to be beyond our wildest dreams. Thank you all for having me tonight, and he hopes to see all of you at a Grand Chapter Congress soon. And he wants to encourage all of us to stay active, be kind to each other, be brotherly to each other. You help keep making this organization great as it has been and will continue to be in the future. Happy Founders Day. I will be, and with that, Janine, I'll give it over to you, and I'll get off the phone with Brother Tatum.
Alrighty. So welcome everyone. It's great to see you, and we're having a very exciting Founders Day. I just wanted to give you an update. As of right before 9 o'clock, when I logged on to this call, we're at $92,145 for the Founders Day Challenge. Our goal is $116,000, and it runs through the end of the day tomorrow at midnight. So I want to thank everyone who has already made a gift. And if you haven't, please, help us support the Founders Day Challenge, even if it's just 1907. That would be amazing. And we're just really excited about, we were talking a little while ago about a lot of the social media that we're seeing by the chapters for the Founders Day Challenge. And we're just excited. They're raising lots of funds for their chapter leadership funds, which in turn, as you all know, make a huge difference in their ability to attend our leadership functions, which can be life-changing. And one thing I wanted to share with you, we got this really nice note today, and this is what it's really all about. So with one of our donations from a parent, his name is Phil Haynes, and he's also a brother. And Phil put in his message along with his gift, and he says, DSP has been so important to me and my family. My brother and his wife met in DSP, and some of my lifelong friends are Deltasigs. I was initiated at the Pi chapter and later became president of the Kappa chapter after transferring to Georgia State. I am so proud to see my son Andrew serve as president of the Pi chapter and have his own great experiences by being part of this amazing organization. Best wishes for continued success, Phil Haynes. So with that said, I couldn't say anything better than this. So I want to toast Deltasig, and thanks for all the friendships and all the connections and everything that has made a difference in our lives with this organization. So.
Thank you, Janine. That's awesome. And we're always happy to have you here. Always bring a smile to our face, and hoping that the Founders Day Challenge does exceedingly well. Not just great, but exceedingly well. Oh man, Jim, you want to tell us the stories
All
of
right.
Founders Day toast that started this?
Yeah, let me try to screen share real quick if I can. And let's do this one here. And hopefully I got the right one. All right, you should see, it should say Delta Sigma Pi celebrates silver anniversary. Do you see that?
You're good, Jim.
I'm good. Okay. Yeah, so this kind of iteration they've been doing the last 4 years, 4 celebrations of the toast, kind of came about as, you look through history and say, well, did they do anything in the past of any relevance? Well, fortunately, because I live in the Cincinnati area, I've had the opportunity to get up to the central office many times, and some of this time was before they even put the Deltasigs online. In the link I gave I included a link for the November 1932 edition of the Deltasig, and that's what you're looking at right now. So the big plan was, for the 25th anniversary, they decided they wanted to make a big production of this. So there was a very concerted effort amongst powers that be. Gig Wright certainly had a large hand in it based on communication. I see there's some others. They had a whole committee or whatnot. And what they want to do is to have the brotherhood celebrate, but obviously you couldn't do it all in one spot. So what they set about doing was to come up with that they would all have as many chapters as possible, whether it's alumni chapters or collegiate chapters that would have some kind of celebration to for Founders Day. Now, where they had regular alumni chapters, they had banquets, and then other places where they would have at the chapter houses, because a number of the chapters did have houses, or they would have some other smaller gathering. So, and they wanted to do on the Founders Day, and they wound up having, at the time, there's only, if you look at the article here, yeah, there's only about 8,700 members at this point in time, but they managed to have, better than 2,000 attend one of these functions in the various cities and chapter houses. And there was 37 different banquets across the country and Canada. So basically spread from California as far in the west to as far east as Nova Scotia. If you look at some of the attendance numbers in New York, they had 139, Chicago 148. I do have a photograph. I'll just go real quickly here so this is for example the Chicago banquet that they had, huge gathering. Now this weekend we had a more modest affair in Chicago. We didn't have nearly as many, but that's what they had that particular day. And then they also to make sure there was a certain unity among the things, they created this silver banquet card, which had the program of each local event in there. So all the chapters did, basically similar type things. Obviously had slightly different program, but the one thing they all did, they at 10 o'clock Eastern time is when they decided they would raise a glass and actually make a toast to the fraternity. And the toast that was given New York, which was the main event, and I'll have it's right here, is the toast that was given that evening in New York. Other toasts were given elsewhere in the country. So when we had the Zoom thing in 2020, so maybe this would be a nice thing to have, and maybe it's something that we can create as a ongoing tradition, taking something from the past and reactivating it. So that's what I have. Again, I put out the in the chat the link for the Deltasig. You can also get it through the online too. There's a lot of things about the beginning. Two of the founders, wrote articles for that particular issue. There's also a couple earlier brothers, as far as they discussed some of the early initiation techniques and stuff of that nature. So that's what we had there. So I will stop sharing and raise a glass to the founding brothers and that had the foresight to create something that we could enjoy for decades to come, and will continue for decades to get in the future. Cheers, brothers.
Yeah, Brother Jim, and thank you again for introducing us to this tradition, because I remember when you brought this up to us, and I think a few of us were in awe and wondered why that didn't keep going. So glad we, at least for one more year, we've been able to keep it going. So gonna pass it to Old Man Joe and then Stacy, and if anyone else wants to talk, just message me and I'll put you in the queue.
Better if I unmute first. So it's my pleasure to continue this tradition of the Founders Day toast, and I have almost a few days short of 49 years in our brotherhood. So I've seen a few things, and I see some familiar faces from Sacramento on this Zoom today. But I'm going to just do the toast that I've done for several years and see if we can't keep it going too. So a toast to Deltasigs founders. Here's to brothers now and past, to brothers old and young. And as we continue to welcome future brothers, we recognize the wisdom of our founders. Let us have the patience to learn from each other and to see the best in all. We need to speak wisely, the will to imagine success, the freedom to dream. That is what makes our brotherhood and makes our friendship survive. So here's to Delta Sigma Pi.
Is that the toast from that we put on the back of the shirt, right? The one you always do?
That is exactly right.
Awesome. All right. And Stacy?
Thank you. Can everybody hear me? Sometimes my headset goes out. So great. This Founders Day is a little bit different for me. 60 years of my home chapter will be in 2 days at Epsilon Chi, Georgia Southern. So it is a great time for them. They're making a little bit of money doing the social media, doing Founders Day. And this year I've had the great pleasure of understanding the true sense of brotherhood in respect to there's times when you need your brothers to support you in a lot of different endeavors. And this year, it is a uniqueness of it, because normally you think about your home chapter and you think about a lot of other things, but there has been, a few challenges, losing some brothers who would make this Founders Day a unique perspective. But this year it is about really, as Bill and some others have mentioned, being together and standing together and supporting each other. And it's reminding our collegiate members the beauty of this organization. It's definitely an opportunity for all of us to take stock in the past and look forward to the future. So my toast this year is to great things ahead as we move out of 2023 and into 2024. Happy Founders Day to everyone.
Yeah, thank you, Stacy. Next up, we're gonna have Paulie C, and then Jeanette Bowie, and then Derek Williams.
Kind of hoping to follow Derek. I feel like it's easy to copy his, but I guess I'll have to have an original one. Just a couple of thank yous before I get in. Janine, if I'm spotlighted, so I can't see if you're still on, but great work again this year on the Founders Day campaign. I think you push us, I think, to do more and more each year, and it's been really great to see just the sea of Delta Sig love out there in social media. And the great things that are coming out of it. I think we have some really exciting lead programming coming up, and you giving us the ability to help more folks be at those events, I think is amazing and really a testament to the great things you're doing for the organization. So definitely, you're welcome. Thank you. And then Jim and Mark, I wouldn't be here if you weren't instrumental in helping to found Lambda Tau. So I'll give you my annual Founders Day thank you there. And for all of us in the line, I also wanted to thank each and every one of you on the line. I think what is really special about these nights, and I think these gatherings, is the fact that not only are we able to celebrate the past, really talk about what the future looks like, but we're also not necessarily afraid to talk about the what ifs and what can we do better. So To all of you who help us be a better organization and help us be better brothers, thank you for really helping the founders' dreams, become even more truer, and thank you for making this organization, something to be extremely proud of and make people want to be part of. So to all of us, happy Founders Day, and thank you.
Jeanette, you still here? Oh, there we go.
Yes. Your timing is perfect.
Why is that?
Because I just
All
got
right.
back from getting my drink.
All right, floor is all yours, bro.
Thank you. I want to make a toast this year to the brothers we've lost and to the brothers we've gained since the last time we gathered, because they are both equally valuable and both equally appreciated. And I am so grateful that the four founders got this crazy idea to form this organization, and we've managed to keep it going all this time, and may we have continued success. Here's to our brothers.
Cheers, definitely to that, Jeanette. Big brother Derek, it's all yours.
Good evening, brothers. If you're looking at my screen right now and you can see my face, you might be saying, I can only see half of his face. One is showing pretty brightly, one's kind of in the dark. That is because I'm in a very bad position where the lighting is in my room. Delta Sigma Pi has lasted for 116 years. In that 116 years, not everything was always in the light. There are some very dark times this fraternity has had to forge through. And most of that, you could say, was due to bad positioning. Whether it was the times of the day, the people that were leading at the time, different beliefs, different cultures. Not everybody had equal footing at one point in this fraternity. But over 116 years, what Delta Sigma Pi has been able to do is forge through the dark times to always pursue the light. If you look for our coat of arms, we learn about the ship of progress. That ship of progress continues on to this day. And it's a very, very proud thing for us as brothers to be able to be a part of an organization that does not sit complacent with just being in the dark, but we're always striving to be in the light and to share that light with other brothers and other human beings that need it. So my toast tonight is to this fraternity always striving to be repositioned to find brothers that may be in the dark, to find people that may be in the dark, and help show the light that we bring not only to this organization, but to the world as a whole. I'm very proud to be a brother of this organization and to be a part of that search and mission to bring things to the light. Cheers to Delta Sig, and thank you all for being a part of this fraternity. Cheers.
Always know how to get us thinking and probably nearly in tears, Derek. That's what you do best. Brother Mark Robbins, and then if anyone else wants to say something, message me, and then if not, we'll just go to the concluding toast.
Good evening, everybody. I hope you're all well. I just wanted to say I talked, Dean Ferguson was in the hospital and he came home today and I talked to him today and he's doing well. I talked to him about 45 minutes ago. He's doing well, and he asked me to tell everyone hello and that he's doing okay. I also want to promote Alpha Theta is going to be celebrating 100 years as a chapter with a big celebration in March, and I hope as many of you as can will try to attend. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun. I want to toast 116 years of our fraternity. I'm happy to say I was alive. I was born on year 49 of the fraternity, and I guess Joe and I have probably been around the longest of everyone here tonight, but I want to toast 116 years of a great brotherhood and health and happiness, and I'm looking forward to the future with Delta Sigma Pi. I think it's going to be a great one. Thank you.
It's good to hear that Dean's doing well, and also cheers to Alpha Theta. You can check your messages, and also I think up next we have if I know this name correctly, I think this is a newer brother into the fraternity as a whole, but I could be wrong. Vanessa, it's on you.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me? Hi, can you hear me?
Yep, we can.
Okay, so yes, that's correct. I am very brand new to Delta Sigma Pi, but I just wanted to say that I'm very excited for the future and all the connections that I will make, and just excited to, be a part of the brotherhood. So happy Founders Day to everybody.
Stupid question, but you're in Iota Phi's new pledge class, right?
Yes, correct.
Oh, one of my kids showing up. Awesome. Okay, sorry. Happy to see them. Oh, I don't know if this is from Norm or Mary that's gonna make the comment, but I'm just gonna spotlight them, I'm just gonna do that.
Hey, good evening, everybody. I guess I couldn't let the other two past let me qualify that. The current grad president and the other past grad president get by without making a comment. So I felt the obligation. Mary and I had the chance to attend an event earlier tonight. And much as Mark mentioned, Alpha Delta will be celebrating 100 years in March. The brother I talked to tonight actually had the chance to talk to knew somebody who had their pins, their badge numbers, and single and double digits. That's pretty impressive, because at 100 years, that takes us back close to the original founders. Seeing this evolution's been impressive. And Janine, thank you, as Paul said, because I am able to kiss my brother. I will be doing a donation of $1,000 later tonight. And Sunday, Mary and I were able to see my other brother, my father, who initiated.
Who is doing well.
So well At 95, he was frustrated. He couldn't be in Houston. He wants to be in Palm Springs. So, yes, I get emotional. That's my legacy. But I wouldn't be like this if it wasn't for this brotherhood. What we all mean to each other. And the fact that Bill Tatum could contribute tonight to an online virtual event just reinforces what we mean as a brotherhood. So, cheers. Thanks for the brotherhood. And thank you for letting me kiss my brother every night. Cheers. Thank you, Bill and Karen.
Dang it, Norm. Yeah, you got me this year. Um, yes, I guess we'll start wrapping up right now, but I think to start the wrap up, we'll have a message from, I'm gonna say Deacon or Cody Jr. One of the two.
All right. Honestly don't know what to say. Cody Jr. just wants to say thank you to everybody. Without everyone who's here today and who came before us, none of us would be here, like I said earlier. And we're very, very grateful for this community of alum that's come together and have made the connections with the collegiates, because without all of you guys, we wouldn't have what we have right now. I think it's pretty cool to see just the impact that our organization has had on so many different people. But cheers to Deltasigs, cheers to our founders, and cheers to Cody Jr.
Wow. Might I just say I'm very shocked that Cody Jr. is still alive. There, I said it. I guess he's better off than Cody Sr. But yeah, just to wrap us up, it'll be Sarah, then Cody Sr., then myself, unless someone else messages me and wants to jump in. But take it away, Virginia.
Yeah, so a lot of you know that this year's been a big change for me. I moved to a new state, started a new job. So I'm thinking back to all of my founders days as a brother back in college when I was part of an active alumni chapter. And even now, for the first time, I don't have a chapter that I'm celebrating with, sadly. But the theme with all of those celebrations has been brotherhood. Back in college, I remember we did a social media thing, and I had said what Founders Day means is brotherhood. I've said that on all of the toasts. I felt that with my alumni chapter. And even now, I'm still able to experience the brotherhood. So I'm just so grateful for this fraternity, for everything it's given me, and to FRAC for giving me the opportunity to still celebrate this day and celebrate our founding with brothers, even if I can't necessarily do that in person.
So thankful for frac technology and of course our founders bringing us together. So here's to brotherhood and another happy Founders Day.
Cheers to that indeed. Cody Senior, Reno.
Hello, brothers. How's it going? I was thinking about what I would want to give a toast about, and I figured that today I would toast about fire. Why? Because I think fire is too much dang fun to play with. And so you ever noticed when you ever sitting around a campfire and it takes a very, very long time for that campfire flame to go out, and that it hardly ever does. Well, it does go out, but what I love about us as a brotherhood is that we continue to keep that flame going and keep the brotherhood alive that our four founders has started 116 years ago. So to that, I would like to toast to that flame in the fire, keeping us frac and the brotherhood alive. Cheers.
Cody, you're not out fire chasing again, are you?
Maybe.
Hey, Vanessa, Juan, that's your regional vice president right there. Just
Hi, Vanessa.
don't drive too close to the fire this time, Cody.
Nice to meet you, Cody.
Nice to meet you.
Did he really? I don't think Cody Jr. would approve of you fire chasing, but that's just me. Well,
I see
I guess
Cody Jr. nodding his head.
Yeah, he's nodding and disapprove. I don't think any of us are condoning this one, Heimerdinger. But I guess that leaves it up to me. One, thank you all for coming tonight, especially on a Tuesday night. I know it's late for us on the East Coast. Definitely a very different Founders Day for me this year. A lot's changed in the fraternity for me. A lot's changed a lot with my life, honestly. One thing I was pondering on the past couple days was I went to the doctor and thought about something that really got to me. They asked me if I had ever told anyone what's going on with me, like full detail, and since I don't have family and all that, and I was like, well, yeah, I did. I told my brother. Well, I'm not saying it since he's not on the call, and he's probably pushing someone into glass, but the brother in question would have been James Kuhn. And dang, I'm glad I have my avatar on right now because I might shed a few tears on this one. But it's something I've thought about in the recent, like, literally this past couple days. It's been just how much the fraternity has had positive effect on me. Obviously, professionally, I wouldn't be as strategic as I am without talking to so many brothers, but also the connections I've gotten from it. Professional, of course, but personal. You know, Brother Derek always says, you know, every Deltasig is a brother, but not every brother is a friend, and that's not always with bad intent. You just don't always gel with certain people. And you sometimes can gel with people you probably don't think you should, like someone that's a Cowboys fan or a Yankee fan, if you're talking about me myself. But you know, just to think that the people, most of the people I'm closest to in my life are Delta Sigma Pi brothers, and they weren't people I pledged with. They aren't in the same chapters as me. And funny enough, Chicago lead, I land in the hospital. Who's the person that I called to talk through and said, "Don't tell them I'm in the hospital." But I talked to all night. It was a Delta Sig brother, and then eventually told me get off the phone where they found out my location. But that was like 10 minutes into the call when they heard the loudspeaker. Thankful for definitely the leaders we have in the fraternity nowadays, from RVPs like Cody when he's not fire chasing, all the way up to some of our newly elected or currently sitting on the board members like Paulie C and Stacy. Like Tatum said, keep the momentum, no matter what happens, no matter who's in leadership, no matter if you have an AC near you or not or whatever. Keep the momentum and that fire, as Cody said, burning inside you. And if you feel the fire is going out and you want to keep it alive, maybe call a brother to help you spark it. There's no problem with that. I can't wait to see what happens in the next few months and years to come with it. I think, as I told Cody and Sarah a few days ago, I think it's all in good hands no matter what happens. And I'll end it with the toast from 19, whatever that first Founders Day toast is. I'll end it with that. Though dividends though divided as far as from sea unto sea, and scattered between far and near, each man at this hour in his place will rise to toast to his fraternity dear. Here's to all the good deeds in the years that are gone, that were done in the fraternity's name. Here's to all the good fellows who did those good deeds. May their ander always be the same. And when the years are past, sorry, give me one moment, guys. And when the years are past and our hairs are gray, and our shoulders bent with toil, may my fraternity ties in their deep, subtle way hold our hearts. Sorry. May our fraternity ties in their deep, subtle way hold our hearts in a still closer coil. One moment, guys. I just lost my place. I'm sorry.
Well, that was the end of the.
I think that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. So I guess cheers to the fraternity. Cheers to 116 years, and God bless. And I'll end the recording, and then you guys can jabber away.
Airs, thanks again for putting this together.